how are you this morning? How are you feeling first? Everything okay? You're waking up, you can breathe well, you're not coughing, you're not sniffing, you're good? Okay, so this is a topic I've been pushing video after video after video, telling Uber and Lyft to suspend pool, to stop pool. Just look at my video 2 days ago, look at my video 3 days ago, look at my video 4 days ago. I figure if you tell Dara K enough times, right, like the same message, eventually it sinks in. Maybe somewhere someone is listening. Maybe somewhere someone is able to make a executive decision. This was supposed to have taken place right in the beginning. This is an absolute no-brainer. That's why I started putting out the videos. To me, it was an absolute no-brainer. Stop pool. You know, you're talking about social distancing and all of this for weeks. However, you force people to sit in the back seat right next to each other, or you force someone in the back seat and you're forcing the other one into the front seat to sit next to you. It was a disaster. So finally, someone woke up and smelled their coffee and they, oh, I think we need to stop pool. Pool is dangerous, right? David Garcia is in the house, my friend. I hope you're feeling much better after that accident. Sending you love and light. Robert Power Mix, Santa Barbara Slow, QGS, good morning. Abstract Echo, Jimmy, love his work. I'd really want to do a video on his Kobe Bryant piece of art. Beautiful, stunning piece of art, my friend. I really appreciate what you sent me there. Websites USA says, wow, I was wondering how long they would take to stop pool. Yeah, and maybe other YouTubers could be a little bit more courageous in taking them on and hammering the messages. Geo, send them the message. Don't be shy. Tell them what not to do. Tell them what saves lives. Dustin, tell them what saves lives, right? David, tell them what saves life. It gets rather exhausting if I have to remind these people daily, what not to do. And what you don't do is you don't pool people in these trying times during the coronavirus. So finally, today, why so late, Dara? And have we heard from Logan Green? Have you followed suit with a similar screenshot? If anybody has a screenshot from Lyft that says the same or the equivalent, send it on over so I can also call Logan Green out, because right now Logan Green is still putting dollars over lives, right? This dollars over lives thing doesn't serve us well. We got to work smart together as drivers. They're not doing the work for us. We have to take the power into our own hands. Watch my video from 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Stop pool. Stop pool. I made an 11-second video. Do I have to make the decision for them? Stop pool, right? Talking about social distancing, and you're doing the exact opposite of what, the health professionals are telling you. So let me just read this to you. In our efforts to help protect you, your riders and our community. Now, this is, a message sent to the riders. We've decided to suspend Uber Pool until further notice. All other types of Uber trips, including UberX rides and deliveries on Uber Eats, are still available. Now, by the way, food deliveries are going off the charts. And if you guys want a plan B or plan C, you're sick and tired of submitting yourself to that crazy stress of getting a human in your car where you don't know whether he or she has it, guys, start delivering food, right? You're doing something good by delivering food. You're keeping the system going. You're allowing the coronavirus to slow down. Why? Because these people are working from home. You, the most important person in the equation, are picking up the food and dropping off the food for them. So you're keeping families and communities going. Just I mean, we should each receive the Medal of Honor for this one, right? Being the facilitator, the person that's out there, the soldier that's out there that goes out and brings food across to these families that we are keeping safe. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in for a second, right? What type of duty you are performing there, right? It's heroic, my friends. It's heroic. But what you are doing is heroic. You're all heroes in my eyes, right? No more pool. David Garcia, stop taking pool rides. Well, it's been suspended, but, we've called upon this days and days, weeks ago. Stop pool, stop pool, stop pool. It's dangerous. Does the exact opposite of social distancing. And I'm calling on the other YouTubers, have the courage to stand up and tell these executives, call them out. Say, Derek Kay, stop this. Logan Green, stop this. I am waiting for these YouTubers to step up and have the courage and call them out, because it is our duty as YouTubers to take care of our driver family, right, of our driver community. They're not making the decision. So we together, collectively, the people in these live feeds, the people that are facilitating the live feeds, like the Rideshare Professor or Dustin, we need to call out these big wigs. Well, they're actually small wigs, but, they like to call themselves big wigs because they have small thinking, not much brain activity going there when it comes to creative ideas, right? It's sort of like a flat line with a little bit of a spike, flat line with a little bit of a spike, which is a tiny little idea. There's no massive ideas here. There's no massive leadership brainwaves going on over there, I can tell you that. But hey, finally, they smell the coffee, they do something. They say, we are reminding riders that your willingness to continue driving is helping to support the community. Let me rephrase that, what Uber actually means. We are reminding riders that your willingness to continue driving, please drive so that you can help support our bank accounts, because we are not doing well. And when I say we are not doing well, look at that. Look at that. $18.64. I said to you guys, buy at 15. The sucker's going down to 15, my friends. We've never seen this before. Now, while other stocks are rebounding because, they're talking of economic injection by the feds, pumping in 1.5 trillion, cutting the rates, right? It's going to stimulate the market to a certain extent, but what this is really doing is stopping the panic a little bit. I believe today, the Dow jumped 600. But what was surprising is that investors look at the Uber and Lyft model and say, you're not really doing very well in these times, and you're not making any big, smart decisions in these times. And hence, they're being punished. They're at 1853, down another 8.7%, and it's the equivalent for Lyft, right? So guys, if we are coming up with solutions together, all I ask from you, I have one request, just pump up the likes. Pump up the likes so that these videos get circulated higher in the YouTube algorithms and that the public sees this, right? We can bring public awareness to our issue. This is our issue. This is our fight, right? This is the fight we are bringing to Uber, is to try to drum into their heads that they need to do certain things to keep us safe. And that is why I've run this video over and over and over again, because eventually, psychologically, it starts to sink in, right? They're reading this, okay, guys, this crazy guy, Rideshare Professor, is telling us to stop pool. We don't want to stop pool. We make money with stop pool. Crazy Rideshare Professor is telling us, hey, stop pool, you're endangering lives. So they were milking it for as long as they can until, I guess, there was just too much pressure. And the more pressure we put on these CEOs, right? I call upon Simple Driver. I call upon Harry, right? Harry's really, really good in writing blogs and talking about the story. But what I want from Harry as well, what I want from Dustin, is to put pressure on these CEOs, right? Us drivers, speak from speak from the point of that you are representing the drivers. Just imagine that you have 3 million drivers in your room and you're making a statement to Uber, Harry. Just imagine you have 3 million drivers in your room, Harry, and you're making a statement to Lyft. What do you want to tell them? What I want to tell them is, hey, be real. Look at the issue before you, right? Administration's not doing the hottest and smartest things. They're lagging big time, right? They rejected help from the World Health Organization. So we can't really rely on them. We think we have to rely on our CEO leaders, right? So it is our duty of the Harrys, the Calvins, the Dustins, the Torsons to put the pressure onto these CEOs and say, hey, stop the things that are dangerous. And the one thing I'm still waiting for, and I'll say it again today, and I'd request that my other fellow YouTubers say it, and I request that you guys circulate this in the media, is that they have the list, right, of high-risk riders. And I keep on using this term, high-risk riders, high-risk passengers, whatever you want to call it, right? How would I define such an individual? I would define such an individual as a person that does a lot of traveling, probably for sales, that has been in and out of different borders, probably in a lot of hotels, probably in a lot of restaurants, probably in a lot of convention rooms, a lot of domestic and international travel. You have that list, right? And I'm asking on my fellow YouTubers as well as the community, right? Write messages in your Facebook. Stop connecting high-risk riders with drivers. They have that data, my friends. They really have that data. They know the whereabouts. They can run one query against the database and say, show us riders that travel the maximum miles, right? Show us super, super frequent users that have been using the Uber rider app in multiple countries, multiple cities. Make a list of that. And that is what I'm looking for from these leaders, is to cut these individuals off from us, right? High risk passengers, high risk riders, cut them off. This is one step in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen. This is one step in the right direction. The next big step, and probably the biggest step, be bold, be brave, right? Be brave. The message, what I like about Diesel, the clothing, why I identify with this brand, why I always wear this brand called Diesel, it's an Italian brand, is it says, be brave. Be brave and be bold enough to make a big decision. Be brave and be bold enough to create that database of 20,000 high-risk riders and cut them off. If you've been semi-brave, delayed, but better late than never, better late than never, this is a brave move in my eyes. This is the first step towards showing some leadership in trying times, right? This is the first step, coming up with some solution. We've helped them. We've showed them that this doesn't work. We showed them that this is the opposite of social distancing, right? But to be brave in these times, it'll take a leader to make big, brave decisions to keep us safe. Victor Delgado, boycott airport pickups. Now, thank you for mentioning airports. Thank you. Again, if you look at my videos from 2, 3, 4 days ago, a week ago, stop airport pickups. Victor Delgado just told us, reminded me, thank you for reminding me to say that again, is that they need to be big and bold and say, guys, airport pickups, stop, we end it. Now, I understand that hurts your bottom line, but my friends, your bottom line, money-wise, is not as important as your life, right? You can still hustle little trips here and there, smart trips that'll keep you healthy. This will make you very unhealthy. Airport pickups will eventually make you very, very unhealthy, right? So I salute you, Victor, for bringing that up again and reminding us that the certain high-risk trips are not worth all the money in the world. Now, you may be fit, right? You might be a 40-year-old in good fitness, right? And you picking up high-risk riders, and you contract the sucker, right? And guess what? You make it through. You have the symptoms, you make it through because your body can build up another resistance. But you happen to go over and check in on your parents or your grandparents, and for some reason you picked up the coffee mug, right? Later on, your grandmother or your mother cleaned it, she picked it up, she got it from you. With her 70 plus age or her 80 years old, she doesn't have the same resistance as you have, right? So this is like everywhere we go, we have to think, what am I touching, right? Never make contact with your nose, your eyes, your mouth. Should I put gloves on that day? Sanitizer, the very, very essentials, right? I tell you what, drivers are probably the most educated individuals in this field because they are out there doing the hard work while other people are actually working from home right now. Have you noticed how little cars there are on the road? The fact that I can get from Calabasas or Westlake to LAX in 45 minutes, never. Usually 1 hour, 20 minutes, right? So what I'm seeing is that there are very few people on the road. All the schools are closed. The kids are at home, right? My fiance's kids are hovered around me here doing their homework. Very quiet, very well behaved. Thank you very much. You can make a little bit of a noise now. It's like, ah! See, they're making some noise now. So, but we're out there. The point is that I'm trying to make is we're out there. Michael Solis, after I stopped taking pool rides, my rating jumped from, that is excellent data. Listen to what Michael Solis said, right? After I stopped taking pool rides, my rating jumped from 4.91 to 4.99. So it goes to show you, we've made many videos about this. The people that expect, or the people that pay the cheapest trips, right? And I'm not saying the bottom of the bottom barrel, but the bottom of the barrel when it comes to earnings, right? Which sucks, pool. Those are the people that will tend to punish you when it comes to rating time. So that makes me happy in a way, you know, that we sort of had the power. We've said it enough times, stop pool, stop pool, stop pool, stop pool. Even way before the coronavirus, I said, stop pool, it's terrible. The local driver, the new rideshare company that I'm representing and working on, localdriver.co, the co-op, right? I said, I don't want to see a pool model in this model. Show me 4 categories. We'll work on these categories together. We got them tied down. One of the categories is actually electric. So if you have an electric vehicle and people want to, you know, just order an electric vehicle, cool, you know, or electric or hybrid, like a crossover, right? But I said, I don't want to see pool. I don't want to see pool, even if it means it's making money for the company. A co-op is owned by the drivers. So 90% of your revenue goes into your pocket, right? And because you're pretty much the decision makers in a co-op, in a rideshare co-op, you don't need pool, right? You can say no to pool. And I hope that they don't just suspend pool during Corona, COVID-19 times. I hope they permanently suspend pool. Can we have a thumbs up for that, please, that we permanently suspend pool? Don't even switch it back on, Dara. Don't even think of switching it on back on, Logan, because it sucks. Paula's in the house. She says, yes, then they give the drivers a 1-star, especially the grumpy assholes. Exactly, Paula, tell them. Roy Watkus is in the house. Wonderful. He's happy about the news. Wicked hustle guy. I like that. Wicked hustle guy. Well, the problem with the pool rides is that we are required to drop them off and then they walk. DJB Street. I'm out of DC. It's slow. Good. That's one thing. Paul Figueroa, sending my love down to San Diego. How are you, my brother? He looked sharp on the day. He wore a nice, like, purple shirt. Guy looks suave. He looks like a GQ model. He's like, Paul, polished, my friend. Same like Thomas. They all really take good care of themselves. You could see fit, well-dressed, out there, giving 5-star service. Dennis Torres, Long Beach. I was down there yesterday, my brother. Long Beach in the house. I'm still not driving. Good for you. DJ Dan says, F pool. I won't say what the F means of kids here in the house, but yes, I agree. F pool. Abstract Echo, thumbs up. Andrew Malone, my Uber driver app won't open in Melbourne, Florida at this time. What's going on there? Any of you lose money yesterday during the outage? And talk about outage. This is what I call an outage. This is what I call an outage this year. Look at this. I mean, I think the lowest of the low was 1801. And then the stock price started climbing back up, right? I think the lowest of the low was 1801. If I'm wrong there, please correct me, right? But have we seen 17 yet? I don't know. I don't believe so. If anybody can verify that we've seen 17 yet, I haven't seen 17 yet. But we were sure close to that, right? We were very close to that. We were at 1801. Milas Diaf says, very quiet in London now. Some drivers moving to Amazon Flex. Good. And I like hearing that, right? Have your plan B, have your plan C, have your plan D, and have your plan E ready. Sign up for other apps. Diversify, right? Don't put all your apples into one basket. Don't put your apples into the Uber basket and your oranges into the Lyft basket, but, go out there, mix it up, right? Get mangoes, grapes, all of the various different platforms, right? Sign up for various gig worker apps. You might find that, oh, wow, I'm suddenly making more on Postmates. I'm safer on Postmates than I'm earning on this and this platform. So it's probably time for some good experimenting right now. John says, Mirabal says, I've always accepted pool rides and then immediately toggled off a second passenger if I'm not a bus driver. I like it. Wheels on the bus go round and round, pool goes round, pool goes round. The wheels on the bus go round and ride, we will starve pool. There we go. No more pool. Northeastern Roberts, hey buddy, how are you? Good to see you. Roberto 45, I too got the message saying that pool rides are suspended. Whoop, whoop. Suspended. Pool is suspended. Whoop, whoop. Stock is suspended. Stock is falling. Down 9.3%. Ouch. They must be sitting there like stressed out. Derek Castro, my job, I'm going to lose my job. I made such stupid decisions in my life. I made such dumb decisions for the drivers. I'm going to lose my job. You're damn right you're going to lose your job. We're going to make sure you lose your job. By the way, in a few hours, I'll share with you. You'll love this. You love this. You guys will love this. I love it. Paul correctly says, pool is for fools. I ain't no fool. Ain't taking pool. Don't do that, guys. But so my fiance's kids are supposed to be doing homework right now, but they're watching my live feed on another computer. Kids are creative. They find ways like they're like drivers. Kids are like drivers. We find ways around the algorithms, and kids find ways around the algorithms of their teachers. Teacher says, hey kid, you do this, this, and this, you do your homework. Kid says, nyam, 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 right? So the next video that I'm making in a few hours, you're going to love this, and I need your support again circulating. I've looked at and discussed with an attorney possible ways that some of the top Uber attorneys, right, Tony West, Katie Weitzman, and a few, how they are violating the California Bar Association terms, the guidelines under which an attorney should act on, right? And I'm going to read those to you later. And I filed for disbarment of 2 attorneys in the past, put relentless pressure on them, right? It's like a black mark against them. It's just like a real estate agent that maybe does some fraudulent activity. They get reported to the Department of Real Estate, and then there's this black stain, this black mark on their record. So it's usually like second strike, they're out. But I am filing for the disbarment of Tony West and a couple of other attorneys. And you may say, why? Why are you doing that? It's simple. In these times, they should be setting aside the funds, right? Listen to this. They should be setting aside the funds for sick leave, for this type of danger, right? But what they're actually doing is rewriting the laws. They're circumventing the AB5 laws, right? And they're not complying with the January 1st, 2020 California ruling. So they're putting us in danger. And then hence, that is why I'm filing for the disbarment, right? And just to publicize that, just to put that out in the press, just to show the public, this is how drivers will take action on bigwig attorneys who are not protecting them, right? So to have that, to have that complaint filed against you, to have people see that in the media, the printed media, as well as the online media, it's what guys like Tony West, Katie Weitzman, and Randy hate, because it basically is another little prick at their big ego, right? Another little dent in their big ego. And the fact is, they're not keeping us safe, but they're rewriting the laws, right, to hurt us, right? And they should actually go out and put these monies in the fund. Should be no questions asked. And it is shameful, that people like Tony West, people like Dara Kay say, okay, well, you got to show us first, right? Listen to this. Listen to this idiotic thinking of Tony West and Dara Kay. You have to show us first that you have coronavirus, right? And then we will compensate you. Then we'll maybe compensate you, right? So no commitment, but go and get the virus first. And if you have it, bring us the proof that you have it. And only then will we maybe take care of you. So basically, what are you doing? You're being extremely negligent. You're encouraging these people to go out there, to take airport pickups, to put themselves in harm's way. And when you have it, come to us, prove to us that you have it, right? And then we might compensate you. That's just the most idiotic thinking I've ever come across. And that deserves a complaint to the California bar. Even if you have someone who just reads our side, right, and sees why we are filing this complaint. I'm filing this complaint, printed out the papers, and I'm going after 3 individuals. I'm filing for the disbarment, and I'll show you those documents. I'll read out to you what the guidelines are of an attorney, right? I've read them, what these attorneys should abide by under California law. And if they breach those laws, you have the ability to file for their disbarment, saying, okay, they're not worth it, they should lose their license. Just like you could say, hey, this real estate agent or this mortgage broker engaged in a fraudulent deal. You file a complaint to the Department of Real Estate, you file a complaint to the mortgage board, and you say, this mortgage broker, this real estate broker should not be working, ... Why? Here's my reason. Same with that, Tony West should not be able to act as an attorney in California. Why? ... Because I feel he's completely breaching the laws that he is supposed to abide by, right? And that is put the money aside for these trying times. Not saying, hey, go out, get the virus first, come back with the proof, and then maybe we'll look at you and we'll pay you. It's the most idiotic thinking. I made the week that ended $1,400. That's huge. Stephen Spencer's Kavuto on Fox Business is interviewing a person and mentioned that there is a rumor that Lyft is considering to temporarily stop ride sharing. It might happen, guys. It might happen. But I mean, what people then? What they'll be forced to what? Get in their cars or hire a private driver. Some people don't even have a license because they completely rely on ride sharing. There's a lot of people out there that just don't have a license and they completely rely on rideshare, right? Why? Because it's not wear and tear on their car and it's extremely cheap. So instead of using my car, I'll use a rideshare car. Now, if it's fact that, let's say, Uber and Lyft shut down their system completely, first one, this thing's going to go to free fall, probably the time to buy. This thing will just plummet, right? If these guys have to switch off their apps for a certain amount of time, even for a week, this thing will go right down to $8, $9. Marco Suarez, 8 hours of work and part-time doing Grubhub made 400 in a week. If that 400 works for you, then I'm happy for you. Alamo City, Dan, good morning. Good morning to you. Alan Mills in the house. So what did Uber do wrong now? No, well, what did Uber do wrong now? They did something right for the very first time. They suspended pool, right? They suspended pool. Dial in, get part of the program, Alan. If they can put on all this money to test driverless cars, then they can afford to compensate independent contractors who've made them rich. 100% correct. Websites USA, 100% correct. They have the ability to set aside these funds. Don't say go out there, put yourself in danger's way. If you get it, when you get it, come back and then we'll compensate you, right? So what they're saying here is we are reminding riders that your willingness to continue driving is helping to support the community during this challenging time. In keeping your well-being in mind, we're asking riders who need to travel to wash their hands before and after entering your car, give you space by sitting in the back seat, cover their mouth or nose if they cough or sneeze, consider rolling down the window to improve ventilation. And we appreciate all that you do and will continue to keep your safety and well-being top of mind. You can find additional recommendations to help you keep yourself from, and then they put a link there to the CDC. As Paula says, karma is a bitch. Roberto 45, if they want to suspend rideshare, they should pay out the drivers for the amount of time the drivers are out of work. Do they even have the money set aside for that? Guys, we're on 1837. Jumped up to 1860. Somebody just bought in. James Wakasa says, good afternoon, Torsten and rideshare drivers. Chicago is moving very slow. That's what I hear. I've heard reports from 20% to 50% slower. Right? When you say 50% slower, what it basically means is you know what you made on an average week 4-6 weeks ago. You look at your earnings this week and you say, wow, it went down 50%, right? Let's say you made 1,000 in that 1 week. Suddenly, in coronavirus times, you're making 500. That's truly down 50%. So I've been hearing 20 to 50% down on average. Uber here hovering around 1861 right now. Websites USA, you have someone on here saying, oh, don't rock the boat because we agreed to be independent contractors. Yeah, but we didn't. Who's rocking the boat? Who's out that person? Let's talk about him. Well, Alan Mills says, how slow will this put automated cars? Now, the money's just not there. I mean, you need the stock price to be at $50, $60, $65 in order to have a lot of money to pump into. You can pump billions of dollars into. The money is not there. This is survival mode, my friends, right? A stock that came out when it listed, what did they list at? What was the initial listing price? I can't quite remember. Was it 45? No, it was higher than 35. David Turner, pools out. No more swimming pools. No, I'm kidding. No more pool rides. 45, right? Yes. Paula, right. Thank you. Paula knows a lot about stocks. 45 or 47, exactly. And what is this now? Almost 1/3 of that? No, less than half. Temporarily suspended. Maybe, now that news gets out, right, to investors that one of Uber and not Lyft yet. I haven't seen Lyft yet make that bold move, right? That to me just shows that Derek Kay made a bolder move than Logan Green. So Logan Green's lagging. He's behind, right? Has anybody received an email or a text message from Lyft saying, hey, we're suspending these pool type of rides, right? Or share trips, or however you want to call them, right? So right now, Logan Green is lagging behind Derek Kay. Derek Kay is, in fact, one up on him as far as making a smart move, in my eyes. That's just my opinion. You might think differently, right? But I think that suspending pool doesn't work in these times. Let's face it, right? You're just doubling. Each time you're having a pool trip, you're doubling your chance of danger. We're on 49. I would love to see that go up to 60 thumbs up, putting in my time, bringing attention to this, bringing attention to very important matters. And what am I also bringing attention to? I'm bringing attention to Logan Green, Lyft. Wake up. You still haven't implemented this, right? Cut it off, Lyft. Cut it off. Do as Uber did. Cut off the shared trips. This is not working. It's too dangerous. Logan Green, or you go back to bed and you go back to dreamland, right? Maybe we'll serve you another coffee in the morning. Maybe you'll smell it then. Maybe you'll wake up and say, oh gosh, yeah, I got to do this, right? It's not dollars over lives. This is lives over dollars, my friends. Rick Nelson, my friends, in the house. Lyft is still trying to get us to use pool. That is disgusting. Thank you, Rick, for reporting that, but that is disgusting, Lyft, that you are still encouraging your drivers to facilitate pool trips. If you are a Lyft driver right now, Rick Nelson, listen up. You get a pool trip or a shared trip, cancel it. Please, every Lyft driver, every single Lyft driver cancel shared trips immediately so that we send a powerful message, right, to this Logan Green, who's still in La La Land, fast asleep, right? Wake up, Logan. Seriously, get a grip on your company, man. Otherwise, we'll punish you. Pools are for fools. And Lyft apparently thinks we're still fools. We should keep on going. Rick Nelson, no to shared trips, my friend. Toros Petoyan, what's going to happen with the fleet cars if they're all returning it to the owners? I can tell you, Taurus, that any good fleet operator who has their TCP limo license, those individuals have more than enough private clients, right? My private clients rely on me in these times, right? So I don't see fleets as being the big problem. I see more airport pickups, pool trips. Lyft is apparently still doing them. Shame on them. And the biggest one of all is they still haven't identified. They've identified it, but they're not sharing it with us. And they're still coupling high-risk riders, very, very frequent travelers, with drivers. These are probably the most dangerous of the lot when it comes to riders. The most high-risk rider group are the people that go to many hotels, less and less restaurants. Obviously, they're closing down. They've been to a lot of shows. They're still doing sales. They're probably in sales, running around. Even if it's medical sales, they're all over the show right now, right? But they are still regarded as a high-risk rider. Philip Wong says you should seek employment and legal advice. Patrick Vaughan. Patrick Vaughan says they say this is for service failures and have temporarily suspended withdrawals for these failures. Should I sue? Hey, I've showed you guys 100 ways how to sue these companies, and I've seen many, many drivers collect monies. I love it when a driver sends me a message, I got paid, thank you, I finally got paid, right? Guys, you gotta know who to align yourself with. I've put so much material out there. If you guys want me to make another video on how to file arbitration papers, how to file small claims papers, how to get legal representation, how to join a class action suit, there's so many ways that you can put relentless pressure on Uber and Lyft and collect. They're not taking care of you. Have you seen them wire money? Like Jeff Bezos wired money, $25 million into Amazon Flex drivers campaign to say, okay, if there's a rainy day, we can tap that money. Have you seen that from Uber or Lyft? No, right? Bobito Chicon, do you think Uber Eats will be busy? Uber Eats is very busy. In fact, the food delivery business is booming right now because people have been instructed to stay indoors, and the true heroes, the deliverers of food, etc., items, Instacart, blah, 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 they're out there driving around bringing backup supplies to these homes, to these offices, right? So they are extremely busy. It would behoove you, it would be good, a smart move if you go and sign up, let's say, for Uber Eats and Postmates. Just try it out, right? Just try it out as a supplemental or additional. You might find yourself compensating for your huge drop in trips where you're driving humans and now you're driving food, right? Food is not coughing at you. Food is not sneezing at you, right? So it's a far, far safer way and a very, very busy platform right now. I bet you Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash have never seen such an influx of new signups, downloads for their apps as in these times, right? So there's a shift of the balance right now. Yes, trips are going down, deliveries are going up. As Uber girl Paula says, food delivery is going to be busy. So, Paula, you said Lyft has seemingly turned off pools. Can we get anybody to verify that? Is that a fact? Because I hope they're doing it. I hope they're doing it right now while we're speaking. Switch it off. Mervyn Khan, with low rates that they have to continue to put their lives in danger to get a few bucks into to pay their expenses. Not one driver is able to build up a big enough reserve to survive this period. It's a very true statement. Just read what he says there. That with these ultra low rates, do we actually have the ability to build up reserves? Not really. We are literally working, majority of us are working one day at a time, week to week, right? Do we have reserved stash away for difficult times? No. So either the government supports you and sends out, $1,000 check maybe every 2 weeks to help bridge this time. That would help tremendously, right? Getting government support. Or you have companies like Uber and Lyft that say, okay, these are trying times. We're going to put $200 million into a fund for rainy days, right? Could be. I'm a Lyft Express driver, so I've been told that I'm not able to sign up on other platforms. Yeah, if you're in that rental program, that sucks. So that's a good point. So another solution right here, another decision, right? Another decision we're going to make right here for Logan Green. Thank you, Kurt B. This is a huge one. He's on a Lyft Express driver program and he cannot sign up for other apps. Logan Green, open up the ability for Lyft Express drivers to sign up for other platforms. Please, you would do something good. Make that executive decision right now, right here, that Lyft Express drivers should not be limited to one platform only. Allow them to open up other gig apps to use that very same express car for other purposes, right? You're still collecting the monies on that rental, right? But let go of that egotistic thinking that that individual should just drive for you, just for the express program. Allow people, again, hear me carefully, hear me out, Logan Green, open up your Lyft Express program to other gig platforms. Allow drivers to use it for plan B, C, D, E. We have to work together here. That to me would be a smart move. You're still making your money, right? You're leasing out that, you're still making the money, 200 and something a week, but you are helping, you're showing, you're lending a helping hand and allowing drivers to use that express vehicle for other purposes as well. That to me would mean putting lives over dollars. Thank you. It's not difficult to understand. Paula Trigg, Florida governor ordered all bars and nightclubs to close at 5 today and stay closed for 30 days. So there's a huge impact, right? The smart thing to do in these times, right, to shut down the bars and the nightclubs. But can you just imagine now your evening trip, someone that was working after hours, right, that had a job during the day and was driving at night? Can you just imagine how their income has dropped because bars and nightclubs, etc., on weekends are closed, right? That takes a huge chunk of your trips out of the equation when the entertainment industry, when the food industry is shut down. You can, boom, I don't know, what would that represent? Another 20, 30% of the trips? Dorian Drivers. Dorian Drives. I'm gonna read out what Dorian says. Tip your drivers. Tip your delivery drivers. Big time, right? Trevor Noah, a guy from South Africa, a great comedian, love him, right? I saw him at the boxing gym working out with my South African friend here in Santa Monica. He went out, he's not doing the show anymore because they're not allowed to have audiences. But what did he say? He said, whether you're delivering food or whether you're relying on a driver, tip them higher than you have ever tipped them before, right? So it's super important. Jared Week, suspended indefinitely, it should be, right? I agree. LOL, I like it. Somebody's actually getting a good laugh. I get a laugh out of it as well. Romeo Bukala, hello. Websites USA says, have you heard of Ridango? I've heard of it, but I haven't really looked into it. 75% to drivers, no other fees, and free dash cam to the drivers. I'll look into it. Send me a link. Send me a link. So what are we on? We're 1871. Uber has officially announced that they've suspended Pool. Have we heard the equivalent from Lyft? Have you received? I haven't received anything from Lyft, and I have the Lyft Rider app and I have the Lyft Drive app. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any suspensions. Come on, Lyft. You can do it. Government's administration needs to send out checks in this time. Uber and Lyft need to set up funds, emergency funds. Do it now, right? The people that have built your company, 3 to 4 million drivers strong, deserve a huge fund, a fund set aside for rainy days, right? Show Uber and Lyft, show drivers that you care. Now's the time to do it. Act now. So yeah, another these I'm just getting tons and tons of messages. Uber is shutting down Uber Pool to flatten the curve of the coronavirus. I'm all for flattening the curve, and if you don't know what it means to flatten the curve, look into it. There's a lot of great articles written about it, but they're basically all saying the same thing. If you act together as a community to slow the sucker down, you allow hospitals, etc., to catch up, right? They are in such shortage of respiration machines. Can you imagine if you are a manufacturer of respiration machines? You're literally printing money right now. You can't even keep up. It's just one going off the line. They're hiring people overtime building these machines, right? So you're buying time. By flattening the curve means you're buying time. You're slowing the sucker down, right? Having kids leave schools and work from home, you're slowing down the curve. An employer to his employee, go and work from home, log in from your computer. You're slowing it down. What you're saying to a family with their kids is, don't go out there and mix and mingle. Don't go to a concert. Don't go to a restaurant. Don't go to a crowded supermarket where you could possibly pass on or contract, right? So that really is what they mean by flattening the curve. What emergency things are there?
No, it's just things fun. Oh, no, it's my fault.
River Astronaut, government need to assist rideshare drivers since we're supposed to be business owners. Thank you. And then hopefully if Uber and Lyft are not able to do it, right? Derek Kay, Logan Green are not able to do it because they're just incompetent fools, right? Then we need to see checks. Hopefully, $1,000 every 2 weeks for you and I would be a good thing. I see. But here's the thing though. Websites USA, that's a little bit of an evil twist where you say, I will help you all get signed up with a free dash cam. So Websites USA is already on this new platform, and he wants to sign them up, all of these drivers, because they think they're going to get a free dash cam right now, right? Be careful how you market yourself. Could be construed as bait and switch. The question is, that platform, are you paying a week? Are you paying a monthly towards that company, Websites USA? What are the fees to join? Let's check it out. I would hold off from that right now, because to think you're going to get a free dash cam just because you sign up under him, be careful. You could find yourself in a massive bait and switch situation. I will help you get free dash cams. Buddy, be careful when you use that type of wording. I know. As a business owner, I know. But go check it out first. Go read up about this Ridango. I'm not saying no to Ridango. Look at what they're offering. Look at what they want from you. Trip wanted all this money up front. And there's so many other. Vibe wanted all this money up front. And they're not giving you anything, right? Senate Bobo says, show me the money, democratic socialism for all. That's just the most idiotic statement that I've heard. This has got nothing to do with democratic socialism. It's got to do with coming up with solutions and helping people through trying times. That is not termed as democratic socialism. Make sure you know your political terms, your political wording before you go out and put a statement out like that, right? You can't. It's just, to me, it's the wrong wording. Off the truck dash cams. I like it. Alex Sarkis, no. Buy myself a dash cam. No, in some web say free dash cam not accepted something. Yeah, exactly. What is the underlying? Okay. There's always a condition. There's never a free dash cam. You're going to have so and so many trips done for the company. They are not handing out free dash cams. Nobody does that, right? Just because, I'll go sign up. I'll never do a trip, but I'll get a free dash cam. There is always a condition attached to that. We'll give you a free dash cam, and you have to do a minimum of 100 trips. If you don't do the 100 trips, we will charge you for that dash cam. Go and read the fine print, my friends. Go and read the fine print. Jeffrey Rivera, hi from Tampa. Tampa, I hope you are safe. Senabobo, we need true. We need the system to take care of the system right now. So I agree with you on that. I apologize. Thank you, Sene, for clarifying that. I know websites user, we know that you are not giving out a free dash cam to everyone. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you are signed up, right, with this company, did you get a dash cam, right? Why not tell the drivers, I signed up for this new company, I got a dash cam, and these are the requirements. I can keep the dash cam as long as I do so and so many trips, blah, blah. Otherwise, I have to pay. No company is getting a name and an email and sending out a free dash cam. Not happening. Be bankrupt overnight. Robert Garrison says it's slow in Atlanta. When you mean slow, down 20%, down 30%, down 50%, what can I understand under slow in Atlanta? Websites USA, and for the 10th time, I'm telling you as well, I understand you are not handing out free dash cams, but you are directing people to the website and telling them that they're going to get a free webcam, right? It's not that easy. They won't just get a free dash cam unless you could tell your personal story. Yes, I did get a free dash cam, right? My name is so-and-so, I signed up, but these are the conditions. Always share the fine print, right? Okay, now you're saying it. Thank you very much. Now, finally, I'm getting the true wording. No, you buy it and you get reimbursed and you drive for the company. It's a new company. Okay, that now we have the truth. Thank you. It took 10 messages later, and now you're telling us how it's really done. In the beginning, you said go to the company, sign up, and you get a dash cam. No, so you buy it first through the company, and then you get reimbursed. And obviously, exactly. There's conditions, right? All right. So you buy it. So you're not just getting a dash cam. You're buying it. Otherwise, you get people too excited and it becomes like, okay, they expect that. They go there and they're like, well, I want my dash cam. Thank you for clarifying. Let's close the topic on that. Dash cam, thank you very much. We gave that company enough exposure. Let's move on. I'm not going to hover around on the same stuff for 20 minutes. Let's talk about other things. Let's go to more important things right now here. The new handshake, the new greeting, boom, quick, just little elbow bump, with your clothing on. That's how everybody's doing it. Stephen Lopez, I haven't Ubered or Lyft since my area was wasting gas like crazy, no pings. Yeah, so that's how we're thinking now. Not going to drive around like crazy, burning up gas, right? Because there's no pings. So that's working in reverse. So maybe it means you go wait in an area instead of driving around, burning up gas, and then hope, look, it's going to be a far reduced rate in pings, but you're not cruising around all day burning up gasoline. Mima says, in Mexico, we do have pool rides, but already determined, same route. It's easy and it's nicer. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Websites USA, I told you to zip it on the dash cams, okay? If you want to carry on, I'll close down that, right? Last time I'm hearing about a dash cam, we got it. We understand. You have to pay for it. You've said it 25 times. That's all that's happening. Great marketing for them. Enough's enough. That's it. It's the last time you said it. If you say it again about dash cam, and again, he has to say it. He's not listening. He just ain't listening, my friend. Time out. Boom. Done with it. It's bullshit. 25 times. We got it. Let some other people have something more important to say. That's it. The guy doesn't want to listen. He's got to say it 75 times, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, wasting everybody's time and energy here, wasting my time. We've got bigger fish to fry, right? Moises Perez's IE is very slow in an empire, being active for 2 hours and no ride at all, when before I wouldn't go 5 minutes without. Yeah, it's slowed down tremendously. Philip Wong says, when do you plan on hitting the app again? I would just say, come up with plan B, plan C, plan D. Maybe, look, you might not like this, but maybe start looking into food deliveries. Maybe start looking into Postmates. Maybe start looking into Uber Eats. I'm sure, that's allergies, by the way. I'm sure that Amazon Flex is super busy in these times, right? Charlie dropped the dash cam shit. That's it. I had to cut him off because he's saying it 45 times. We get it. Savage Scientist says, my primary hustle is Hello Tech. Flex is slammed, so should be a lot of jobs there, right? Mile High Cat Mom. Yeah, I already have a limit order to buy Uber at $15. What are they on right now? Well, they went up quite a bit. They went up from very low 18 up to 1930. So they literally jumped like 80 cents in the last 20 minutes. I was in Long Beach yesterday. Worked on my car all day long. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Don Whitmer, good morning. How are you? River Astronaut, what is the latest on local driver? We're enrolling. If you haven't enrolled, go and enroll on the new platform right now. Go check it out. Go watch the videos. Not paying anything to enroll. This is me driving the day before yesterday in the rain, and part of the cliff had come down. See that there? Boom, see the rocks, all the cars suddenly adjusting. This is the type of stuff you have to put up with. You're picking up a client in Malibu, and then you got to put up with crazy stuff like that. Just saying, crazy times. I'm just looking for another one that I need to upload on Local Driver. Where is it? Where is it? Abdel says, could and should we get a line of credit? Wouldn't jump on that too fast, only really an emergency if you need it, right? Because there are a lot of loan sharks out there right now taking advantage of these situations. Sadly, it's a lot of people with bad intentions in troubling times. So always read the fine print, right, Abel? If you can get through this without taking on any credit or any loans, great. Just the government apparently will be sending out these checks, these $1,000. That's sort of the rumor. Let's see, maybe that'll help you before you take up some strange credit. Thunder Magnus is prof, since everyone is home, people are catching up to home projects. Exactly. You know, handyman doing things at home, fixing stuff around the home, painting, whatever you need to do, right? Family games, homework, you know, go and mow the lawn, plant some seeds. I didn't mean marijuana seeds. I meant plant seeds for flowers outside. Do some gardening. Do something nice around your house. It'll take you off from all the stress and the boredom, because I can see Liam is extremely bored right now. Binge watch Netflix time, says Patrick Sargent. Binge watch Netflix time. Go and watch Contagion, guys. That'll really get you fired up.
It'll scare you.
Contagion. Guys, go and watch Contagion. Contagion. Chicago in the house, Franz Murphy. Video killed a radio star. $19.32, the stock price. So good move, Uber. Smart move, Lyft. Have they followed? Will they follow, or will they remain asleep? That's the big question. Patrick Sargent says Asheville restaurant fires all hourly employees. That was the backup to Uber and Lyft. Wow, Dustin is driving. Don't be the fool to take the Uber pool. Don't be the fool. Well, you can't take an Uber pool. It's suspended, so that's gone. But I said don't be the fool to take a Lyft pool, because they still operate, right? So Uber has officially suspended pool. But now don't be the fool to take Lyft pool. What's happening to Logan? What's happening to Logan Green? Why is he still allowing it? Why? Why is Lyft still allowing shared trips? Why? Can you answer me that one, Logan? My suggestion is go back to sleep. Go back. You need the rest. Go back to dreamland. Dustin, how are you and the family holding up there? Are you hunkering down? Are you flattening the curve? What are you doing? Is everybody flattening the curve? Give it a day, Lyft will follow. Yeah, usually Lyft is the big copycat. They do everything that Uber does. They just don't announce it. They just do it stealth, quiet. But they are a copycat. Romeo. We don't great, or we're doing great. Supplies for 2 months, good. Teaching kids at home now that schools are closed. Exactly. Love and light to your family, my friend. Stay safe up there. I think you meant to say we're doing great, not we don't great. You are great. You great. Doing great. I know. Damn autocorrect. I hate it. Cool. Joseph, you can ask the same question right now to Dustin and to me. What is your take on airport trips at the moment? I think on the safe side, dropping off, okay, if you are driving. But Dustin, would you pick up any from the airport? Hell no. I'm not doing that. Sorry. That's just me. That's just my UGP says no airport trips. I wouldn't pick up. Let them take a rental car. Come on. Keep the rental industry busy. Don't have to put yourself in harm's way. I mean, that's like playing Russian roulette, my friend. Seriously, you might as well take a revolver and just spin. Airport equals negative Ghost Rider. Salute. Negative Ghost Rider. Exactly, wicked hustle guy. What's the point of airport trips during normal times? Creative Mind, the Rideshare delegation has suspended all forms of daps, pounds, handshakes, and elbow bumps indefinitely. Please utilize head nods, salutes, and raise signs. Exactly. Cool. I like that. I like that. Eddie Leal, how is this crisis affecting you? I'm staying in for now. I've been staying in a lot, but I'm still doing my private clients, you know, working on doing stuff that I enjoy, working on my car, working on my cars, on the classics, just, you know, just being vigilant, just flattening the curve, man. What am I doing? I'm flattening the curve. I'm flattening my stomach curve, working on my six-pack, and I'm flattening the coronavirus curve. That's what I'm doing. Rick Nelson, it's 793. Are you talking about the address? Yeah. No, I'm doing private trips and chilling at home. And working on cars. That's it. And making videos, Dustin, and making videos, and giving Uber and Lyft a hell of a time. You know, pissing them off, which I do best. Hubs are closed, guys. Uber and Lyft hubs are closed. Update from Dustin says, I'm in New Jersey now. We are on curfew. Government authorized the National Guard, one step away from martial law. Hey, caramba. Good morning, community. Mark Vega in the house. Hopefully they don't have to introduce martial law. So on the private trips, Eddie, I'm truly, before I take the trip, I get all the info from them, right? I'm not driving or picking people up that are going to airports or coming back. All of my private clients have canceled those type of trips. I know, I'd say 80 to 90% of my clients are also friends, so I know how they operate. They're very honest and open with me. They are taking massive precautions on their side. They certainly have the money for all the sanitizers and everything there on that side. You know, I have my mask, I have my gloves, and I truly clean the car down after every trip. That means from spraying down, disinfecting the all the seat belts to all the handles, indoor handles, outdoor handles, seats, seat rests, carpets. It smells like a lot of disinfectant, but it's what I got to do, right? It's what I got to do. When I pick up their luggage or pick up anything from them, I've got my gloves on. I always disinfect my gloves afterwards. So I do what I can, right? But it's slowed down 20% less. Cool. Rick Nelson, yeah, says car shop where Torsten had his party. I got an inspection there. Yeah, we're an official licensed inspection station. And now that Uber is not doing inspections anymore, we're busy. We are busy. We are doing a lot of inspections. We actually fixed 2 Uber drivers' car yesterday. Shirley was there. She was there. Open up, don't lock her out. Did you lock her out? Okay. Good. Yeah, email me, Websites USA. But don't go back to the topic, please, man. Please don't piss me off. Gave you like 25 different men. You were just so relentless, so rude, so disrespectful. Just kept on going and going and going. After I've asked you once, after I asked you twice, after I asked you 3 times. Now you're still asking me to get on the phone. You can email me. I'll read it. Right, here's my email. Here we go. Boom. Email links. I'll read it. And if it's worthy of a video, we'll make a video. If it's worthy for Dustin to make a video on them, we'll make a video on them. We all try and help people, my friend. Update, just got a $3.57 tip from delivery on top of delivery $4.42. Is this the norm for Uber Eats trips? I don't think it's the norm. I just think that people are tipping higher because they understand your value delivering food, right? You're delivering their lifeline. Without food, there's a lot of people that are strictly just staying indoors and ordering Instacart food in, right? You, the delivery driver, are their lifeline. You keep them going. So that has to be, there has to be massive gratitude in form of a mega high tip. Honestly, if someone is bringing you $30 worth of food, add $10, $15 tip. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Right? They're out there putting themselves in harm's way to make sure you get your food. That's huge tipping time, my friends. Roger the cat. Meow. Paws up. Everybody paws up. Yeah. We're on 70 paws up. Can we have another 10 paws up? Ruga the cat. Ruga Luga. I'm Ruga. I like it. Roger or Ruga? Ruga. What nationality is that? Cool name. Ziggy 007. Tips have been crap. That's sad, isn't it? Ziggy, isn't that sad that tips have been crap? I mean, tips right now, seriously? Riders, seriously? People ordering food deliveries? Seriously? You still tipping crap in these times? Come on, man. Come on, man. Really? Eddie Leal, ban these people. They're users. They don't sincerely care about the content. They just want the audience. Yeah, I mean, I give them a little bit of freedom. You know, I check out the company. If I see them again, you know, and they're just talking the same crap, cut them off. But this is about serious topics. It really is. You're right, Eddie. We're here to talk serious topics. Abstract Ego, it looks like Tony West and Derek Kay were watching. Yeah. Well, hey, I think, you know, I know for a fact after talking to these attorneys that they said they're watching my videos. They know that I'm unhappy. Probably don't like what I'm saying, but the cool thing is maybe they're listening. Maybe they are listening. I made an 11-second video the other day. I said, if they don't have the power to say it or don't have the guts to say it, I'll say it. No more pool. Robin Arenas is grateful for any tips. That's it. I mean, grateful for any tips, I agree, but the tips should be higher than usual. Don't you guys think that in these times, people should at least double the tips? Really? Mark Vegas says, funny thing is, we watched Contagion and The Outbreak last night. Whoa, back to back? You watched both in one night? Ooh, that's overdose. I think you should have spaced them out 1 week apart. But thank you for reminding me. I still have to watch Outbreak. I haven't watched it. Said it all started with flu-like symptoms. Yes. I mean, Contagion is so scary how many similarities there are. Started in China, Hong Kong. Was talking about the touching, the sneezing, the bats, the this, the that, the that. The CDC is mentioned there, the World Health Organization. That was 2000. That movie was in 2011. I would not be surprised if the people come out with Contagion 2, just like as Quiet Place 2. By the way, Quiet Place 2, I don't know who saw Quiet Place 1, but Quiet Place 2 sequels don't usually get that high rating. Quiet Place 2 got 93 on Rotten Tomatoes. 93. Definitely watching it. Mark Vegas says, yeah, wife was bored. Lol, watched it. Outbreak? Okay, I will watch that. Good. Thank you for reminding. I'll get Outbreak today. I did think that Contagion was excellent, though. But if you say that Outbreak is fantastic, I'll definitely get it. Definitely. Welcome to K's Nation. Let me carefully and slowly read out what he says. We need Uber and Lyft to pay drivers to stay at home. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. They are not able to say that, so we have to say it for them, right? Eddie Lial says, should be a symbiotic relationship. If you're not going to contribute to the content channel in some worthwhile way, then bye. Have a nice day. Exactly. But you see, some of these characters that were not contributing good ideas have left because we have not given them any energy. Ziggy007 says, quit watching fear-based shit. Fear is the path to the dark side. I watch it as a distraction. I'm not gonna. I don't get more fearful after watching Contagion. I just think, wow, it's definitely like sign of the times. But it doesn't, fear. What is fear? False illusion appearing real. No to fear. Okay, guys, going to wind it down here. Going to get ready for that other video that I'm going to make where I'm going to talk about disbarring Tony West, getting that going, filing the papers on Hill Street in Los Angeles with the California Bar Association. I want to get rid of these attorneys, or at least start the ball rolling. False education appearing real. False illusion. Websites USA says, without the drivers, Uber and Lyft do not have a business. Just remember that. True. They seem to forget that. They forget that every day. Very correct. Mark Vega, much love. Sending you over there. Stay safe, my friends. Everyone take care of your kids. Take care of your family. Be vigilant. Flatten the curve. Eyes on the road if you're driving. Remember, disinfect, sanitize. Wash your hands. Masks if necessary. Don't rub your eyes. Load up on your D3. Load up on your, gosh, I have it all over here. Oh, here we go. Load up on your vitamin C's. Load up on all the good stuff, my friends. Please take super, super good care of yourselves. Well, everyone could be getting $1,000 checks, but how far will $1,000? I would say, hey, if we could get $1,000 once a month at least, or once every 2 weeks, it'll help, right? $1,000 every 2 weeks would encourage people to stay at home at least, right? $2,000 a month would encourage people. They can do it. They can inject 1.5 trillion to slow the panic in the economic markets, and they could definitely do the equivalent for humans, for citizens, right? Right now, encourage people to stay home, to hunker down, to flatten the curve. Hey, I told you, USA, not to write one more single message in here. Fuck, this guy just doesn't listen. I told you to email me 5 or 6 messages ago, and you do it again and again and again. Ay, caramba. The guy seriously has a short-term memory. All right. So let me read that to you one more time. Suspending Uber Pool in our efforts to help protect you, your riders, and our community. We've decided to suspend Uber Pool until further notice. All other types of Uber trips, including UberX rides and deliveries on Uber Eats, are still available. This is to the rider now, reading what this said here, this suspending Uber Pool. We are reminding riders that your willingness to continue driving is helping to support the community. I would say, if from the Uber language, if Tony West and Derek Kay and them would be honest here, they would say, we are reminding riders that your willingness to continue driving is helping support our bankroll, right? In keeping your well-being in mind, we're asking riders who need to travel to wash their hands before and after entering your car, give you space by sitting in the back seat. They call that social distancing. Cover their mouth or nose if they cough or sneeze. Dude, if you cough or sneeze, look, you're right. Uber, let me get this straight. You're telling a rider, cover your mouth or nose if you cough or sneeze. If you are coughing or sneeze, do not order a trip. Seriously? Seriously? They're saying to a rider, we encourage you to take UberX, but if you have to cough or sneeze, put your hand in front of your mouth or your nose. The wording should be, if you're coughing or sneezing, don't take anything. Oh my God, Darren. Oh my God, it's like dealing with a little kindergarten. It's dealing out with a little baby. He's sending to kindergarten. Derek Kay with his little suitcase going to kindergarten. Don't cough. If you have to cough or sneeze, you put your hand on. No, if you have to cough or sneeze, don't take a frickin' trip, you fool. Oh my Lord. Consider rolling down the window to improve ventilation. We appreciate all that you do. And yeah, we appreciate your money and all that you do, and we'll continue to keep your safety and well-being top of mind. You can find additional recommendations to help keep you safe from the World Health Organization. Colloidal silver, awesome. Elderberry syrup, I got both. Awesome. Try and get colloidal silver online. It's hard. Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. Derek Kate going to kindergarten. River Rational Rideshare drivers should have emergency funds for these times. Mile High Catmon, half distilled water with essential oils for smell to wipe your car. I don't know to what a degree essential oils will sanitize. Believe me, I'm all for essential oils. But right now you need chemicals to wipe out this shit. All right, my friends, we're on 82. Whoever can give a thumbs up in the next 3 minutes before we leave, I'd appreciate that. We're on 82. Thank you so much. Uber will pay drivers who are quarantined based on how many trips they took before the outbreak, range from $400 to $1,700. They say, bring us the proof first, the proof that you have this. So go drive, get it, and bring us the proof back, and then we'll pay you. We're on 84. Can we get another 6? If we can get another 6 thumbs up, I'm on 90 and I'll be happy. And then I can start my day. We're on 85. 5 more. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. 87. 3 left. 88. We're on 88. We're on 88. 2 more to go. 2 more. 90. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you so much. Why did we make the video? To basically show that maybe somebody at Uber woke up and decided to suspend pool. Why did we make this video? Is to now to tell Lyft, follow suit. Do what Uber did. Stop shared rides, right? So main abstract echo, main reason for this video really is now to put the pressure on Lyft. Stop and suspend shared trips. Do something smart for a change, Logan Green. We know we can't expect much from you. We know we can't expect leadership, but do the minimum. Logan Green at Lyft, do the minimum, right? Let's everyone circulate this, that Lyft just deactivated you. For what reason? For what reason? Did you get back on the platform and then they kicked you off? I mean, you are with Uber, right, Rick? There we go, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. We lit up the room here nicely. Let me just take a picture. That's us, keeping it all positive, all healthy, all positive. I wish you a fantastic day, all of you. Mark Vega, wow, Mark Vega is showering the room. This is what we need in these times. Let me just show you what Mark Vega, that's his message down there. See that? All lit up. These are people that understand putting good karma into the world. That's who we are, right? We keep on injecting good karma into the rideshare industry. We have good-looking honky, a little troll wannabe, very weak person. We're not just going to hide that message, but we're gonna kick him out for good. There we go. And by the way, I do know people at YouTube, so that type of message, I should ask them to deactivate his channel, but he'll be back again, just knowing who he is. RM Zayas in the house. San Luis, thank you. Dan, appreciate you. Creative Mind, thank you. The 3 thumbs down are from Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. They will learn. They will learn the hard way. Have a fantastic day. Please do everything that it takes. Hear me out. Everything that it takes so that we can all get through this together. Love you all. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.